to show you how to do binding, and what happened if that's not done properly. So if you remember, when we created our view, we actually had the model binding done already. So all of our views got generated with all the model bindings that we needed. Right? But then I went and added a few properties like additional information, in stock, country of origin. So these are three new columns that are getting added to my database. So when this happens, I want to test and see if the value I change is going to be stored or not. So I'm going to build my application once, run it, and show what happens now. So that's our first album, number 5. I'm going to set this value to checked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to details. That value is not there anymore. Go to edit. It's not there anymore. So let's try. This field, the change I made, it retains that. But when I change this in stock or country of origin, it's not being saved. So why is that? This will be really frustrating, for anyone new that's working on MVC. If you don't understand how entity framework binds the data. So we were looking at the edit function, the edit method before. So let's go into that now. Let's go to our controller and look at this post method. This is a very important line. So it's saying on post, I'm going to bind all these fields. In this list, the two new fields are not part of this list. So this is not just for edit. If you look for bind, so create has it, edit has it, both of them are having it. So every time we add a new field, we have to make sure that we are binding it. If we don't bind it, our changes will not be saved. So let me do it here. So remember that this has to be done in the post, not in the get. So let's build that and see if this is going to help us. Okay, store manager. Let's go to number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Details. So we have 1599. In stock is nothing. Country of origin is nothing. Okay, so make it US. In stock. Now let's go back to the details. See, now it's saying values. So if you go into the database now, so that's number 5. See, the value gets saved now. We never added additional info. This was a field I added last class, I think. I didn't really care about it, so it didn't matter. But unless the field is present in the binding, it is not going to save the changes. So it is very important. So you create a view controller, your preliminary set of actions you take to tie an entity framework. If you are going to make changes to the model, you have to remember two things. One is to make sure that the bind is properly done. Wherever there is a bind, it has to include your new fields. Second thing you have to remember about is your sample data. Make sure that you are not overlaying your data. That will be very frustrating. Just overlay it only if the model changes. So these are two things that I highly recommend.